I would like to delve on that, but before we go there, there are many the word practice and practice standards, and there's so much of definitions and understanding at multiple levels of the organizations. And the execution of a good practice or a quality service will vary from town to town and organization to organization. And how has that, one is your view on good practice, what does good practice look like? And how is the variability across understanding of what good practice is?
So you have to conceptualise what practice is in the first place, and I think it's really good that we're beginning to talk about it, but we've really unpacked what we mean by practice.
Yeah.
So for me, practice is that moment of interaction between a worker and the person with disability that you're supporting. That moment of interaction is the most important element of the service system. And that's practice, it's what you do as a worker in that moment. And it depends on evidence. So have you got the right skills? Do you know what you're trying to achieve with that person in that moment? Have you got the right values? And have you brought all of those together into that moment? So all the other parts of an organisation, all the structures, all the supervision, all the training, all of those things, they come out, or they should impact in that moment of practice.
Yeah.
And it's no good saying to somebody, we're a really well-intentioned organisation, but sorry, the trained support worker isn't on duty today, so here's somebody who's completely untrained, who's never met you, who's got no skills, but they'll just sit with you today. And that's what we see a lot of. So from my point of view, practice is that moment of interaction, and that's the most important thing, and that's what we should judge the quality of services by. What we've managed to do, I think what I've done over the last sort of 25 years, is to develop some of the indicators that if these things are present in a service, then the likelihood is there's going to be good practice. But what I've seen too much is more and more indicators, more and more bits of paper, more and more policies that direct what organisations should do, which aren't evidence-based and which also don't have any relationship to what's happening in that moment. Does that?
I understand.